Graduands and guests, I now invite you to stand for the arrival of the university procession.
Please be seated. Chancellor, University Council, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, academic and professional staff, graduands, families and friends. It is with pleasure that I welcome you to Victoria University's graduation ceremony for the College of Engineering and Science, the College of Sport and Exercise Science. My name is Naomi Dempsey and I'm the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Students at Victoria University. And I'm also your MC today. On behalf of my fellow Victoria University staff, I extend a warm welcome and congratulate all graduates on your great achievements today. As a mark of respect to the Australian Indigenous people, we acknowledge the ancestors, elders and families of the Bunwurrung, Hawoyurrung of the Kulin, who are the traditional owners of university land. As we share our own knowledge practices within the university, may we pay respect to the deep knowledge embedded within the Aboriginal community and their ownership of country. We acknowledge that the land on which we meet is a place of age-old ceremonies of celebration, initiation, and renewal, and that the Kulin people's living culture has a unique role in the life of this region. Before we commence today's proceedings, I would like to invite Ms. Janet Galpin of the Bunwurrung Foundation to deliver the Welcome to Country.
Thank you, Naomi. To Mr. George Pappas, AO, Chancellor. Waminjaka, welcome. I would like to pay my respect to my ancestors, to all of you here today for the Victoria University graduation ceremonies, and also to my elders, past, present, future, and to any emerging leaders of our communities present here today. As a representative and family member of the Bunwurrung, Melbourne's First People, I'm pleased to be able to welcome you here today. We are especially pleased to recognise the commitment that you've made here today in paying respect to the spirit of this land and to its First Peoples. Through this, you have shown the willingness to honour sacred ground. The Bunwurrung are custodians of the land that stretches from Wilson's Promontory all the way to the mouth of the Werribee River, encompassing both of our beautiful bays, Western Port and Port Phillip. So when you're walking or travelling around our country, you have been welcomed by us for all of your journeys. I also want to speak to you today of learning, respecting, celebrating, and honouring. Today we are celebrating this event, and we are all also honouring sacred ground. And by doing this, we honour our communities. Today is also a day of learning, and through learning, we respect each other. It is important for all Victorians and guests to understand and appreciate the history and the culture of the First Peoples of Melbourne, who've played a very significant role in the development of Melbourne, both before and after European arrival. And unfortunately, our First Peoples are unknown to many people who live in this land. The struggle to preserve their culture and traditions began with their ancestors in the 1830s. One of the lessons that we should take from this struggle was the way that the elders and the leaders of the days forged alliances that led to many of the achievements that we take for granted today. As Australians, while we may have all descended from different clans, language groups, and from countries all across the world, we can learn from this lesson from our elders and the leaders of the days past. The word welcome in Bunwurrung is Waminjaka, but it also translates to come with purpose. It is also a contract between the people as the custodians of this land and yourselves to ensure that our laws are adhered to and to guarantee safe passage for those who ask. Bunjil taught the Bunwurrung to always welcome guests, but he always required the Bunwurrung to ask all visitors to make two promises that I will ask of you here today: to obey the laws of Bunjil and not to harm the children nor the land of Bunjil. According to tradition, this land has always been protected by the creator Bunjil, who travels as an eagle, and also by one who protects the waterways and travels as a crow. This commitment was made through the exchange of a small bough dipped in the water and the spoken words, Waminjaka. Thank you, everybody. Please now welcome Brent Watkins from Culture Evolves.
Thank you, Janet and Brent. I would now like to welcome our Chancellor, Mr. George Pappas AO. The Chancellor's role is to chair the Council and to guide the strategic direction of the University.
Thank you very much, Naomi. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, staff, graduands, families and friends. Can I also add my very warm welcome to all of you to today's graduation ceremony. We're also delighted to have colleagues and students here today from our partner institutions. Our partnerships throughout Australia and Asia are very important to us and provide wonderful pathway opportunities for students to study at Victoria University through institutions such as Sunway University, Leithen Academy, Hanoi University, Liaoning University, Henan University, and the Central University of Finance and Economics. And can I also give a special mention to our colleagues and students who've come from our campus in Sydney, from Victoria University in Sydney. Welcome to all of you. Today is a day for all of us to celebrate, particularly our graduates, because you've taken the opportunity that Victoria University has offered and you've worked hard, you've shown determination, and you've now achieved success. You've demonstrated a capacity to set goals and to achieve them. You've shown persistence and determination. You've learnt the art of juggling priorities, and many of you have overcome major challenges in order to complete your studies. And these are not just qualities that have enabled you to gain your well-earned qualification. They are qualities that will assist you as you build your career. Getting to today's ceremony is one of many successes that you will enjoy in life. So be proud of what you've achieved and know that your parents, your families, your friends, and all the staff who've been a part of your time with us are equally delighted with what you have attained. You're graduating from a world-class university. We're ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. We are number 53 of the thousands of universities, the young universities, who are less than 50 years old, as assessed by the authoritative Times Higher Education World Rankings. And this gives you prestige. It gives prestige to your qualification, and you can proudly claim that you're a graduate of one of the world's top universities that has done its best to equip you to meet the needs of our 21st century world. Indeed, 2018 has been a big year for our growth and for our development. Our revolutionary first-year Victoria University block model continues to have a positive impact on our students. Pass rates in first year are up significantly, and more students than ever are achieving distinctions and high distinctions. We're now in the process of extending this block model into the rest of our courses, into second, third year and beyond. And this is a further step in our continuing effort to provide the best possible education for our students that you have been the beneficiaries of. Victoria University was born in and proudly remains part of the west of Melbourne. While our reach and our aspirations are now global, we remain focused on our vision to deliver value by uplifting the communities in which we operate. And this includes making some very exciting changes to our campus footprint that benefit both our students and our community. We're developing the City West Precinct, creating one consolidated, distinctive city campus in a Victoria University high-rise tower in Queen Street. And this will forge an even closer connection between the university presence, on the western fringe of Melbourne CBD and our campuses across the whole of the west of Melbourne. We're building the Sunshine Skills Hub, a state-of-the-art training facility that will use leading-edge technology to deliver advanced training for tomorrow's workforce. It will increase collaboration with industry partnerships and refresh and strengthen the local community, reinvigorating TAFE in the west of Melbourne. We're also greatly expanding the TAFE facilities on our Werribee campus to train workers on Victoria's largest road and rail infrastructure projects. And we're doing this in partnership with the companies that are responsible for building those mega projects. We're also pleased that the new Footscray Hospital will be built on our Footscray Park campus, and this will create a world-class health and education precinct in the west of Melbourne. It will involve our College of Health and Biomedicine, the College of Sport and Exercise Science, and the Institute of Health and Sport. It's a significant addition to Victoria University's vision of creating Footscray the university town, as well as bringing substantial health and community benefits through our entire west of Melbourne heartland. Today, we will graduate students from 2 colleges, and I'd just like to talk a little bit about each college and their distinctive accomplishments. The College of Engineering and Science brings together engineering, science, information technology, and the built environment. The Times Higher Education World University Subject Rankings in 2019 has ranked our computer science degree as the second best among Victorian universities. And our engineering degrees are ranked 3rd in Victoria and 7th amongst 26 universities in Australia, and they're amongst the top 15% of nearly 1,000 global institutions that have been ranked by the Times. We have an Australian research ranking of 5 out of 5, which is the highest you can get in electrical and electronic engineering, 4 in mechanical engineering, 4 in general engineering, 4 in applied mathematics, and 4 in mathematical science. We have strong disciplinary partnerships which allow our students to engage in real-world experiences and in learning opportunities, including with Transurban, the Westgate Tunnel, Melbourne Metro, and City West Water. Our continued commitment to problem-based learning has been instrumental in securing our engineering graduates with high-quality positions in the field, and some of these include Senior Research Scientist at NASA in the US, the Chief Engineer of the Victorian Office of Projects, the Coordinator General in the Victorian Government, Major Transport and Infrastructure Program, the Global Business Manager of Walt Disney Imagineering, the Deputy Minister of Programs in the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development in Afghanistan, and water and sanitation specialists with Médecins Sans Frontières. The college has expanded its international activities with 3 transnational education programs at Henan University in China, Lithan Academy in Singapore, and the National School of Business Management in Sri Lanka. So you can see that your college remains committed to providing the best job-ready graduates for a fast-changing job market, as well as staff who are performing world-class research and building and maintaining our links with industry and the community. On to sport. Victoria University is one of Australia's leading sports universities, with the largest provision of courses in sport and exercise science in Australia. And in fact, we've now risen to 12th in the world in the prestigious Shanghai World Rankings for all things associated with sport in universities. We're renowned for our outstanding facilities, world-class research, nationally leading teachers, and envied for the breadth and depth of our national industry partnerships, which include the Western Bulldogs, Melbourne Victory, Tennis Australia, Swimming Australia, the Maribyrnong Sports Academy, and the Outdoor Education Group. Victoria University is also one of only a few Australian universities with a strategic partnership with Sport Australia. Our international university partners include the German Sports University, Auckland University of Technology, Beijing Sports Institute, and the Guangzhou Sport University. And we also have a much envied partnership with the Real Madrid Graduate School of Business. We have PhD students graduating today who commenced their academic journey in sport and exercise science. Taken together, our unique mix of courses and partnerships allow staff and student exchange, creation and delivery of cutting-edge knowledge, co-delivery of courses, and a head start in the marketplace that leads us to have the best graduate employment success rate in Australia. And recent examples include the lead sports science roles in Great Britain cycling and Australian swimming, the performance data analyst to the Seattle Sounders Soccer Club, and multiple high-performance sports science and management positions in various football clubs, rugby union, league, soccer, and AFL across Australia. So, today is all about you, about all of you, our graduating students, our graduands, because you are the next generation of thinkers and doers who will solve local and worldwide challenges and who will make your mark on the world in so many different ways. As you graduate and leave us to embark on your career, consider how you might use the skills that you've acquired to strengthen the communities from which you've come or the new communities that you're destined to become part of. Today, just over 310 of you will graduate, and I encourage you to remain connected to the VU community as a member of the Alumni Association so that you can continue to build your personal and professional networks. And I have no doubt that you will be wonderful ambassadors for Victoria University. So again, I want to congratulate you, but I have a special request to make of the family and friends who are with us. Family and friends and other supporters, can I remind you that this is a celebration? And people ask me how I enjoy going to all of these graduation ceremonies, because the external perception of our graduation ceremonies is that they're long and boring affairs. I tell them that I quite enjoy our graduation ceremonies. I enjoy them because I'm the one who does the most boring bit. The most boring bit is the Chancellor's speech. That bit is now over. Now we can start to celebrate. And we need to celebrate because all of the people who are coming up here today to get their qualification, to get their testimony from me, have put an enormous amount of work into the effort that's required to get them here. And so I think all of us have to show our enthusiasm, show our appreciation. We encourage you to clap and to cheer as loudly as you can for every single student who comes up here to receive their qualification. So please do that. And if you don't do it loudly enough, I have been known to stop the ceremonies. I'm sure I won't do it today, but I have been known to do it in the past. And I've also been known to say that if you don't cheer and clap loudly enough, you don't get invited back. Graduands, please stand. We're going to ask you to do quite a bit of standing and sitting today. So graduands, please stand. Now, even though you're from engineering and science and sport, I'm sure you're all keen students of the English language, and you have acutely noted that I've been calling you graduands, not graduates, because you're not quite graduates yet. But I'm about to make you and turn you into graduates. And to help me, I call upon Dr. Randall Robinson, who is a member of our academic board, to present the authorised record of all conferred graduates for this ceremony and for those in absentia. Dr. Robinson. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Robinson. And this is the important part of the ceremony, because by virtue of the authority that is vested in me by the Council of Victoria University, I admit the duly authorised graduates to the appropriate awards and to all the rights and all of the privileges of those awards. Congratulations, you are now graduates. And because you're all graduates, you can now do very complicated things. The first complicated thing I'm going to ask you to do is to turn around and face your family and your friends and all of your supporters who've come here with you. Turn around. It's actually not quite that difficult, but turn around and give your friends and family a round of applause and say thank you for getting us here today. You can now turn around and resume your seats.
Thank you, Chancellor. I call upon the Director, Teaching and Learning, College of Engineering and Science, Dr. Alastair McAndrew.
Chancellor, I'm honoured to present the graduates from the College of Engineering and Science. First, for the Diploma of Information Technology, Nevan Hanna.
Congratulations. That's yours.
For the Bachelor of Building in Construction Management, Robert Govich.
Congratulations, Robert. You're very welcome. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Building Design, Michael Tchaikovsky.
Congratulations, Michael. You're welcome. Well done.
Lo Yin Wong.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Building Surveying, Akram Baik.
Congratulations, Akram. Well done.
Chris Biviano.
Chris, congratulations. Smile for the camera. Well done.
Luke Catoggio.
Luke, congratulations. Oh, you're welcome. Well done.
Mehdi Chekuch.
Congratulations. Well done.
Adem Chekuch.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Jacob Michael Halstead.
Jacob, congratulations. Well done.
Musa Hassan.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Lin Fuang Vu Huang.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lauren Madden.
Lauren, congratulations. Well done.
Joel Thomas Markovich.
Well, congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Andrew Magliozzi.
Well done, Andrew. Congratulations. Good on you.
Ronan Maxwell.
Well done, congratulations. Well done.
Phan Viet Nguyen.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Mohammed Taleb.
Congratulations, Mohammed. Well done.
Samantha Townsing.
Samantha. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Zoe Dvorani.
Congratulations. Well done.
Shushong He.
Congratulations. Well done.
Vin Tan Lam.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ravimaran Nalathambi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Mohammed Taleb.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ashanafi Atnafu Walda Hawariat.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Information Technology in Network and System Computing, Brendan James Akehead.
Congratulations, Brendan. Well done. Look forward to your speech.
Jack Andrew Bouchard.
Congratulations. Well done.
Samuel Joseph Dixon.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sajitha Harsha Gunasekara.
Congratulations. Well done.
Deepak Kumar Lakra.
Congratulations. Well done.
Julian Lo Giudice.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ryan Paul McCartney.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Patik Mehra.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jack William Moore.
Congratulations. Well done.
Adrian Christophe Pierre.
Congratulations. Well done.
Piol Piol Book Piol.
Congratulations. Well done.
Matthew Adam Strofani.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kurt Smith.
Well done, Kurt. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sanithra Pramodani Pereira Thusiv Leia Naralala Lage.
Congratulations. Well done.
Artish Yonzan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Fahad Ahmed.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tanvir Azhar.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Information Technology in Web and Mobile Application Development, Francis Dave Cuevas.
Congratulations. Well done.
Salvatore Filecchia.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Maciusz Glogowski.
Congratulations. Well done.
Mark Grosso.
Mark, congratulations. Well done.
Joseph Labustida.
Joseph, congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Bianca Blaze Rogers.
Bianca, congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Science, Riley Charles Gorman.
Riley, congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Ryan Nicholas Buckley.
Well done. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology and Chemistry, Ridvan Bozkurt.
Congratulations. Well done.
Masuma Hassani.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
William McTran.
Congratulations. Well done.
Rekha Ranjani Ram.
Congratulations, Olga. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Construction Management Honours, Nick Sibiras.
Nick, congratulations. Well done.
Jack Fraser Gibson.
Congratulations, Jack. Well done.
Name Kristevsky.
Congratulations. Well done.
Leila Kurt.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Architectural Engineering, Mohammed Ahmed.
Congratulations. Well done.
Van Hoa Chim.
Congratulations. Well done.
Avayola Fuamatu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ahmad Hussein.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kafa Hussein.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lin Quang Nguyen.
Congratulations. Well done to you.
For the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Civil Engineering, Heda Abdul Hassan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sami Daifala Al-Muzri.
Congratulations. Well done.
Mohammed Al-Jalawi.
Congratulations.
Amir Nasser Al-Jofi.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Kyle James Allen.
Well done, Kyle. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Saad Al-Mayas.
Congratulations. Well done.
Wesley Jordan Andalyo.
Wesley. Congratulations.
Anwar Ibrahim Arif.
Well done. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Hussein Mohammed Aziri.
Hussein, congratulations. Well done.
Wajahat Butt.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Dominic Ciccone.
Dominic, congratulations. Well done.
Joel Dongreen.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Issa Saeed Garawan.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Hernando Jordan Jacobs.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Mohammed Zubair Khan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ashutosh Kotnala.
Congratulations. Well done.
Manu Teshome Medote.
Congratulations. Well done.
Muzaffar Fatime.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Kong Min Nguyen.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hayley Melikot Germa.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tagawai Lorena.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tasisi Sana.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lilendra Malmi Thambavita.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Shazwan bin Thobrani.
Congratulations. Well done.
Michael Trung.
Congratulations. Well done.
Shauhan Kavindra Pereira Vanakul.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Bieli Yigzav Arhanom.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Omar Al-Zufairi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Wiraj Pushpekumara Bamununai.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Nuan Sathira Fonseca.
Congratulations. Well done.
Dylan Ray Holman.
Well done. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Mohammed Ali.
Well done. Congratulations.
Michael Sanchez.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sohi Gurpreet Kaur.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kaylin Swift.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Gaurav Agarwal.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Abdullah Al-Ramadan.
Abdullah, congratulations. Well done.
Afra Al-Shati.
Congratulations. Welcome. Well done.
Claudine Vitug Cabrera.
Congratulations, Claudine. You're welcome. Well done.
Sojin Deva Karapien.
Congratulations. Well done.
Pravir Daliwal.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ilaria Ishak. Samira Supun Jayasinghe.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Manoj Kumar.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lee Sisiu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Balapu Wadagay Sasika Malin Themendis.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Shivam Kumar Nayar.
Congratulations. Well done.
Benjamin Andrew Reitmeyer.
Well done, Benjamin. Congratulations.
Sukhdeep Singh.
Congratulations.
Vin- Vineet Swami.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lucas Francis Joseph Vaz.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Graduate Diploma in Building Fire Safety and Risk Management, Andrew Garfield.
Congratulations. Welcome. Well done.
For the Graduate Diploma in Project Management, Jane Kerr.
Congratulations, Jane. You're welcome. Well done.
For the Master of Applied Information Technology, Elia Elia.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Bagar Singh.
Congratulations. Well done.
Hajot Kaur Hajot Kaur.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kanwabir Singh Kanwabir Singh.
Congratulations. Well done.
Navjot Kaur.
Congratulations. Well done.
Komal Komal.
Congratulations. Well done.
Navpreet Kaur.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ushani Kamada Loku Aramage.
Congratulations. Well done.
Monica Moan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Mridu Pathak Mridu Pathak.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Punit Sarao.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
For the Master of Engineering, Manraj Singh Baraj.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Vivek Sai Deva Baktuni.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ajay Kumar Ganeshetty.
Congratulations. Well done.
Gaurav Jain.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ravina Ramchandra Kamla.
Congratulations. Well done.
Santosh Kumar Madagani.
Congratulations. Well done.
Pramod Mahata.
Congratulations. Well done.
Sai Ram Potapati.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tanimudin Nayimuddin Sheikh. Maninder Jit Singh.
Congratulations. Well done.
Nathaniel Talukdar.
Nathaniel, congratulations. Well done to you.
For the Master of Project Management, Uzoma David Arnie.
Congratulations. Well done.
Vicky Babich.
Congratulations. Well done.
Akemi Annette Elescano Munoz.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kalevani Govinda Gunden.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Kwok Sailum.
Congratulations. Well done.
Nishant Pareha.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lisa Naziha Sayoun.
Well done.
Janet Mutoni Sawaya.
Well done, Janet. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Mohammed Shoaib Sheikh.
Congratulations, Mohammed. Well done.
Shresha Shrestha.
Congratulations. Well done.
Simajot Singh.
Congratulations. Well done.
Syed Waji Haider Zaidi.
Congratulations. Welcome. Well done to you.
Estefania Velasquez Gonzalez.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Master of Engineering by Research, Tasnim Nazrin.
Congratulations. Well done to you.
For the Master of Science by Research, Alexander Trpkovsky.
Congratulations, Alexander. Well done.
Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the graduates from the College of Engineering and Science.
Can I give you a sort of mid-term review on your performance from the clapping and cheering scoreboard, which is basically me? You're almost there. There were periods when you were extremely enthusiastic, and then, as sporting coaches would say, you probably went back into your shells. Come out of your shells, please. And now it's up to the College of Sport and Exercise Science to really come home with a wet sail. We do take the celebration part very seriously at VU, so please just lift the enthusiasm up a little bit. Even the students, fellow students, come on, join in. Okay, Andy. Sorry, Professor Stewart.
Chancellor, I'm honoured to present the graduates from the College of Sport and Exercise Science. First, the Bachelor of Exercise Science and Human Movement, Christopher Constantine Jacobs.
Congratulations. Well done.
Bachelor of Exercise Science Clinical Practice, Thirasa Nimanji Almeida.
Congratulations. Well done.
Nevaeh Bartlett Quinn.
Congratulations. Well done.
Cara Brown.
Congratulations. Well done.
Heba Fad.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Amos Joel Fan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Marilla Henry.
Congratulations. Well done.
Joshua Hogan.
Congratulations. Well done.
Ewan Albert Jones.
Ewan, congratulations. Well done.
Cole Liku.
Well done, Paul. You're welcome. Congratulations to you. Well done.
Monica Likoska.
Monica, congratulations. Well done to you.
Colin McCarthy.
Colin, congratulations. Well done.
Brian Mutahi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Liam James O'Halloran.
Liam, congratulations to you. Well done.
Suha Osman.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Amita Pal.
Congratulations. Well done.
James Edward Pierce.
Congratulations. Well done.
Megan J. Rhodes.
Congratulations. Well done.
Justin Anthony Sanseviero, who's also a staff member.
Congratulations. Well done.
Benjamin Sayre.
Good on you, Benjamin. Congratulations.
Nadir Thidas Thenabaru.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Shana Vong.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Exercise Science Sport Practice, Stephanie Jessica Abu Awad.
Stephanie, congratulations. Well done.
Khalil Bu Khalil.
Congratulations, Khalil. Well done. Good on you.
Aaron Michael De Cruz.
Good on you, Aaron. Congratulations. Well done.
Danny Federico.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jordan Thomas Gali.
Jordan, congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Joshua Matthew McDermott, who's also a staff member.
Congratulations. Well done.
Madeline Debbie Odgers.
Congratulations to you. I wasn't quite sure which hand to shake. Well done. You okay? Didn't go down the stairs? Yep.
Adam John Ruffley.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jacob Scott.
Congratulations. Well done.
Gary Tran.
Congratulations, Gary. Well done.
Matthew Velardo.
Congratulations, Matthew. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports Science, Emma Jade Baker.
Emma, congratulations. Well done.
Rebecca Jane Bruce.
Rebecca, congratulations to you. Well done.
Monique Clark.
Congratulations.
Joshua De Bono.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Paige Annette Douglas.
Congratulations and welcome. Well done.
Mohammed Riza Hakimi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Joshua Hearn Amy.
Well done, Joshua. Congratulations.
Danny Hisco.
Danny, congratulations. Well done.
Danielle Marcato.
Congratulations. Well done.
Liam Zachary McMahon.
Liam, congratulations. Well done.
Cameron Sean Morrison, and it's his birthday today.
Congratulations. Well done.
Stuart Mulholland.
Congratulations. Well done.
Peter Saad.
Peter, congratulations. Well done.
Melissa Jane Sambrooks, who's also a staff member.
Congratulations. Well done.
Curtis Patrick Saneko.
Congratulations. Oh, you're welcome. Well done to you.
Giulia Gina Seppi.
Congratulations. Well done.
Morgan Athena Skiba.
Congratulations, Morgan. You're welcome. Well done.
Emma Teal.
Well done, Emma. Congratulations.
Jean Anthony Vocal.
Congratulations. Well done.
Elise Kate Ward.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Coaching, Coaching Science, Matthew Chaston.
Congratulations. Well done.
Christopher Johnson.
Congratulations, Christopher. Well done.
Rhiannon MacDonald.
Well done, Rhiannon. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Sport Coaching, Physical Education and Sport, Kevin Nguyen.
Congratulations, Kevin. Well done.
Thomas Stephen Nixon.
Well done, Thomas. Congratulations.
Mark Spiteri.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Jordan Harold Williams.
Congratulations, Jordan. Well done.
Peter Zoyce.
Peter, congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Coaching, Physical Education, Shane Graham Long.
Congratulations. Well done.
Declan Paras.
Congratulations. Well done.
Bradley Perks.
Congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Edward West.
Andrew, congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Coaching, Physical Education and Sport Science, Sarah Grace McDougall.
Congratulations, Sarah. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Management, Curtis Barker.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jonathan Ari Baruch.
Jonathan, congratulations. Well done.
Hannah Jade Bassetti.
Congratulations, Hannah. Well done.
Patrick James Binion.
Well done, Patrick. Congratulations.
Taylor Blicars.
Congratulations. Well done. You're welcome.
Samantha K. Brennan.
Congratulations, Samantha. Well done.
Lucas Carfey.
Lucas, congratulations. Well done.
Daniel Richard Cobbett.
Congratulations, Daniel. Well done.
Joel Downey.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Hayden Riley, Ionitis.
Hayden, congratulations. Well done.
Cameron James Jacoby.
Congratulations, Cameron. You're welcome. Well done.
Tegan Alice Isabella Lafranchi.
Well done, Tegan. Congratulations.
Dylan Mark Mackenzie.
Dylan, congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
John Mustafa.
Congratulations. Well done.
Beo Hugh Nguyen Vu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Simon Jan Oruba.
Simon, congratulations. Well done.
Jack Daniel Riddle.
Congratulations. Well done.
Damien Simic.
Congratulations. Well done.
Nicholas Soldados.
Well done, Nicholas. Congratulations.
Kayla Jade Uldricks.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done.
Natasha Rose Weinstein.
Well done, Natasha. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Sport Science, Mahara Fiala.
Congratulations to you. Well done. I like the, it's great. Yeah.
Nick Lecomte.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Science, Exercise Science, Jaden Anderson.
Well done, Tim. Congratulations.
Alexandra Nina Bernard.
Alexander, congratulations. Well done.
Nathan Sean Brooks.
Congratulations. Well done to you.
Pedja Dedic.
Congratulations. Well done.
Matthew John Dunbar.
Well done, Matthew. Congratulations.
Vasilios Georgiakis.
Congratulations. Well done.
Bree Goodwin.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kiara Joyce Jones.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lyndon Lee.
Lyndon, congratulations. You're welcome. Well done to you.
Zachariah Lisa Moore.
Zachariah, congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Daniel Allen Mitchell.
Well done, you, Daniel. Congratulations.
Luke Andrew Money.
Congratulations, Luke. Well done to you.
Elisha Lee Nell.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Dionysia Diane Panagiotou.
Congratulations. Well done.
Blake Poyser.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done to you.
Dana Cheryl Torpy.
Well done. Congratulations.
Trent Warkus.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Tyler Lane Winning.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lucanio Nlanla Zansi.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sports Science Human Movement, Adam Darling.
Well done, Adam. Congratulations.
Hayden James Gaughan.
Congratulations, Hayden. Well done.
Daniel James Jovanovski.
Daniel, congratulations. Well done.
Brent Aaron Lavelle.
Great congratulations to you. Well done.
Mohammed Farouk Mustafa.
Mohammed, congratulations. Well done.
Damien Semyonovsky.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sports Science, Physical Education Secondary, Daniel Miles Bampton.
Daniel, congratulations. Well done.
Chantel Kermy.
Congratulations, Chantel. Well done.
Mohammed Ali Edi.
Well done, Alan. Congratulations.
Joseph Albi Tar.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Terkesthi Hali Lu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Andrew Coronios.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Kuat Manon.
Congratulations. Well done.
Moss Laughlin.
Congratulations. Well done.
Fadi Oraha.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Michelle Christie Pallot.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Exercise Science and Human Movement, Bachelor of Psychological Studies, Stephanie Mia Symes.
Well done, Stephanie. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Exercise Science and Human Movement, Bachelor of Sport and Recreation Management, David Lawrence James Icarino.
Congratulations. Yeah. 2 degrees. Fantastic.
Thomas Nicholas Riccaris.
Well done, Thomas. Congratulations.
Aaron Emmanuel Sodi.
Well done, Aaron. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Sports Science, Human Movement, Bachelor of Psychological Studies, Louise Margaret Bowman.
Well done, Louise. Congratulations.
Stefan Longo.
Stefan, congratulations. Well done.
Sebastian Monka.
Well done, Sebastian. You're welcome. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Sports Science, Human Movement, Bachelor of Sport Management, Ryan Jake Bolton.
Ryan, congratulations. Well done.
Joshua Samuel Goldenberg.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Alan Duncan Sutherland.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Management, Bachelor of Business Event Management, Tori Jane Agios.
Congratulations. Well done.
Alicia Maureen Hickey.
Congratulations. Well done.
Renee Louise Reichelt.
Well done, Renee. Congratulations.
For the Bachelor of Sport Management, Bachelor of Business Human Resource Management, Samuel Lewis Funchich.
Well done, Samuel. Congratulations.
Alex Scott Martin.
Alex, congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Sport Management, Bachelor of Business and Marketing, John Odo.
Congratulations, John. You're welcome. Well done to you.
Brendan Andrew Wadwell.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Bachelor of Applied Science, Honours, Human Movement, Damon Alex Arizolo.
Congratulations. You're welcome. Well done to you.
For the Graduate Certificate in Sport Science, Football Performance, Elnaz No Zu Hur.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
For the Master of Sport Business and Integrity, William Haynes.
Congratulations to you. You're welcome. Well done.
Neha Junjumwala.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
For the Master of Sport Science, Football Performance, Frank Gatto.
Frank, congratulations. Well done.
Jake Moyle.
Frank, congratulations. Well done.
Shana Ashni Naidu.
Congratulations. Well done.
Joshua Lucas Smeaton.
Joshua, congratulations. Well done.
Michael Talbot.
Michael, congratulations. Well done.
Oscar Augustus Vonk.
Congratulations, Oscar. Well done.
For the Master of Arts by Research, Aliantha Eileen Vandermeer.
Congratulations to you. Well done. Well done.
Chancellor. And that concludes the graduates from the College of Sport and Exercise Science. Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean of Graduate Research, Professor Anne-Marie Heed, to present the doctoral graduates.
Chancellor, doctoral degrees are conferred on those who have undertaken a combination of advanced coursework and original research, resulting in a significant contribution to knowledge in theory or a relevant professional field. The work generally includes a critical review of the literature, a systematic form of inquiry, and the preparation of a thesis reporting the outcomes of the research. Chancellor, I present to you Jonathan Connor, who by reason of a thesis entitled Utilising Representative Learning Design to Underpin the Measurement and Development of Cricket Batting Expertise, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Jonathan explored the defining characteristics influential in the development of cricket batting expertise. His research highlighted the importance of using representative designs to both examine and develop skills that underpin batting expertise. Jonathan's work has been integrated into the curriculum of Cricket Australia coaching courses and is making a significant impact on Australian cricket coaching. While studying, Jonathan published in peer-reviewed journals and presented his research at 3 conferences. Jonathan's supervisors were Professor Damien Farrow and Associate Professor Ian Renshaw. Chancellor, Dr. Jonathan Connor.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Now, you're going to help the Australian cricket team score a few runs?
I'm certainly going to do my best.
Good on you. They need it. They need you.
Chancellor, I present to you Danielle Hyam, who by reason of a thesis entitled The Molecular Basis of Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, Genetics and Epigenetics and Insulin Resistance, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Danielle explored the molecular basis of the etiology of polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, and provided novel insights to better understand PCOS, its unique insulin resistance, and inform future research into improved therapies. During her candidature, Danielle received funding from the NMHRC Centre for Excellence in PCOS to support her work, an international collaboration and multiple conference presentations. Danielle's supervisors were Professor Nigel Steptoe, Drs. Melanie Gibson-Helm and David Silmer. Chancellor, Dr. Danielle Hyam.
Congratulations. Wow. What a great piece of work. Fantastic. So proud of you. Well done.
Chancellor, I present to you Claire Jenkin, who by reason of a thesis entitled Active and Healthy Ageing Through Sport has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Claire's thesis by publication investigated the benefits of and barriers to older adults' participation in community sport. Claire's research has resulted in 3 published journals articles to date, 2 research reports for Sport Australia, and Claire also presented at 7 academic and industry conferences. Based on the outcomes of her research, Sport Australia designed and implemented a program encouraging participation of older adults in sport and physical activity. Claire is currently a senior lecturer in sports development at the University of Hertfordshire in the UK, and Claire's supervisors were Professors Hans Westerbeek, Associate Professors Rochelle Imey and Janique Van Oof Allen. Chancellor, Dr. Claire Jenkin.
Well done. Very important for people like me. Well done, thank you.
Chancellor, I present to you Stephen Lynn, who by reason of a thesis entitled The Effects of Undercarboxylated Osteocalcin on Oxidative versus Glycolytic Skeletal Muscle has satisfied the requirements for the admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Steve investigated the effect of osteocalcin, a hormone produced by the skeleton, on muscle glucose uptake and muscle mass. His findings suggest that osteocalcin should be considered as a future drug for the treatment of diabetes, as it improves muscle glucose uptake with or without insulin. Steve published his findings in top journals in the bone and mineral research field and is now working as a research assistant at Victoria University and Melbourne University. Steve's supervisors were Professors Itamar Levenger, Glenn McConnell and Alan Hayes, along with Doctors Xin-Mai Zhang and Tara Brennan Speranza. Chancellor, Dr. Steve Lynn.
Congratulations. Impressive bit of research. Good on you. Well done. Well done. This way, this way, this way.
Chancellor, I present to you Mick Lowe, who by reason of a thesis entitled Effects of Travel on Professional Rugby Union Players has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Mick investigated the effects of air travel on the performance and well-being of rugby players across 8 professional teams in the Super Rugby competition. Mick's work has led to a deeper understanding of athlete well-being, and his work has been presented at the European College of Sports Science. He currently has 5 manuscripts under review with top-tier international journals. And Mick's supervisors were Professors Andrew Stewart and Robert Augie, along with Dr. Shona Halson. Chancellor, Dr. Mick Lowe.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Chancellor, I present to you Luca Opicci, who by reason of a thesis entitled The Role of Task Constraints in Promoting Development and Transfer of Perceptual Motor Skill in Sport has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Luca examined how different elements of a training session, such as equipment and the playing area, promote learning and the transfer of skills in sport. The findings of his research have been presented to national and international football federations and are now shaping the design of their developmental programs. Luca has published 3 peer-reviewed publications to date and is currently a research assistant, research ambassador and tutor in applied statistics in sport. Luca's supervisors were Professor Damien Farrow and Drs. Derek Panchuk and Fabio Serpiello. Chancellor, Dr. Luca Opicci.
Congratulations, Luca. Well done. What have you done? How? Playing soccer.
Chancellor, I present to you James Peacock, who by reason of a thesis entitled The Relationship Between Football Impact and Kick Outcome in Football Kicking has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. James examined the impact during football kicking from a mechanical and human-based testing procedure. His research identified how impact influences kick speed and kick accuracy. James produced 5 international scientific publications, including 1 in the leading international journal in biomechanics. He also presented 5 papers at international conferences and finished 4th in the International Society of Biomechanics in Sport for the New Investigator Award. James will shortly be taking up a position as an early career researcher role with Australia Defence in the Joint and Operations Analysis Division. James' supervisors were Drs Kevin Ball and Simon Taylor. Chancellor, Dr James Peacock.
James, congratulations. Can I get you involved with the Bulldogs? That kick was terrible. Seriously.
Chancellor, I present to you Ramon Rodriguez Anderson, who by reason of a thesis entitled The Influence of Respiratory Muscle Work on Locomotor and Respiratory Muscle Oxygenation Trends in Repeated Sprint Exercise, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ramon conducted 4 separate studies which systematically examined the role of respiratory muscle work on locomotor and respiratory muscle oxygenation during repeated sprint exercise. Ramon's thesis was praised as being in the top 10% of theses examined by one examiner, and his research has enhanced our fundamental understanding of fatigue in exercise. While studying, Ramon published his research in leading international journals. Ramon's supervisors were Professors Robert Augie and Francois Belot. Chancellor, Dr Ramon Rodriguez Anderson.
Well done, Ramon. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Chancellor, I present to you Amber Rao, who by reason of a thesis entitled Impact of Training and Competition Load on Neuromuscular Recovery, Hormonal Response and Match Performance in Association Football, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Amber combined 3 studies on training load and recovery in professional A-League footballers while studying and in her role as the sports scientist at the Melbourne Victory Football Club. Amber's PhD resulted in 3 high-quality publications, an international conference presentation, invited attendance at an international workshop, and consulting to Arsenal Football Club. Amber is now a sports scientist with the Seattle Sounders in the USA. Amber's supervisors were Professor Robert Augie, Stuart Cormack, and Andrew Stewart. Chancellor, Dr Amber Rao.
Amber, congratulations. Well done. Come back with the Bulldogs.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, please.
Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of doctoral candidates. I call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Peter Dawkins, AO, to present the University Medallist.
Chancellor, it's with great honour that I present the University Medal for Academic Excellence. Victoria University awards these medals in order to recognise high-achieving students who demonstrate the university's commitment to excellence and display the attributes of a future generation of academic leaders. Higher education medals are awarded to students in each college in any of the following categories: undergraduate studies, undergraduate honours and postgraduate coursework. Medals are awarded to those graduates who've achieved consistent academic excellence over the duration of their course and a grade point average of at least 6.8 out of a maximum of 7. The recipient of the University Medal for Academic Excellence in undergraduate studies for the College of Engineering and Science is Salvatore Felicia. Salvatore achieved excellent results throughout his course with a grade point average of 7, perfect score, and an average mark of 92. Please congratulate Salvatore Felicia. The recipient of the University Medal for Academic Excellence in Undergraduate Studies in the College of Sport and Exercise Science is Damon Arizolo. So Damon achieved excellent results throughout his course with a grade point average of 7 and an average mark of 83. Please congratulate Damon Arizolo. Chancellor, it's now my pleasure to present the award of Companion of the University, which is an award that the University Council confers on quite rare occasions to distinguished members of the community who have both made significant contributions to the community and to Victoria University. I'm honoured to present to you, for her exceptional service to Victoria University and the community, the award of Companion of the University to Ms. Bianca Chatfield. Bianca Chatfield is an Australian netballer with a distinguished 13-year international career. Bianca debuted with the Australian Diamonds as an 18-year-old, one of the youngest players in history, and went on to play and vice-captain for her country for many years. She led the team to a silver medal at the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne 2006, won the World Championships in New Zealand 2007, and a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014 before retiring at the end of 2014. Bianca played defence for the Melbourne Phoenix and Melbourne Vixens for 17 years, debuting as a 16-year-old and going on to captain both clubs throughout her career, including 4 premierships with the Melbourne Phoenix, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2005, and another 2 premierships with the Melbourne Vixens in 2009 and 2014. And as an aside, Victoria University was proud to be partner and sponsor of the Melbourne Vixens when they won in 2014. In fact, in the semi-final, I had the honour of tossing the coin, and Bianca won the toss, and that got them the ball, and they went on and won the final. So I've always put that down to my toss of the coin. But I think in truth it was the quality of the team and the superb leadership of Bianca, and we were very excited to see the Melbourne Vixens win in 2014. Now, since retiring from being an athlete, Bianca spends her time working in the media, giving her views and opinions on sport. She's written a book, Game On, with Lee Russell, which has been republished for a younger audience and released as Every Girl Needs a Plan. She most recently, as I'm sure many of you know, proceeded on a new career path as a contestant on Channel 9's The Block, where she and former teammate Carla Zwolki renovated an apartment at the notorious Gatwick Hotel in St Kilda. Bianca has recently been appointed as a board member on the MCG Trust. She also sits on the board of the Ready Foundation. Bianca is the head coach of the Victoria University Junior Netball Academy, a sport development program for junior netballers to train at an elite level, which addresses a shortage in sport development and competition opportunities for young athletes in Melbourne's West. In this role, she's mentored hundreds of talented netballers, encouraging them to push themselves to be the best athletes they can be. Many of these athletes have also returned to VU to study based on their experience within the academy. She also gives her time to Victoria University as a thought leader in sport and has participated in a variety of events where she shares her experiences and expertise, including the Victoria University Annual Sport Dinner and the VU Game Changer series. to publicly recognise her exceptional service to Victoria University and the community, I present to you for conferral of the Companion of the University, Bianca Chatfield.
Congratulations to you, Bianca. Oh, thank you for all you've done for the... Thank you. Congratulations. Podium is yours.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, VU Council, Victoria University staff, graduates, and all the friends and family out there. I'm truly honoured to receive this award, and I am forever grateful for all the support of Victoria University. I thought I should speak to what I know the most today. One of my favourite books, and I'm not sure if you've read it, is one from Oprah, and it's called What I Know for Sure. So I thought I would put together my own version of this, what I wish I had known when I'd graduated, way back in 2004, 14 jam-packed years ago. So here goes. You've already made the Australian team, Bianca, at the age of 18, when most people could only dream of it. But don't rest on your laurels. A few test caps to your name doesn't mean you've made it, and how boring if it all happened for you right then and now at that age. The best is yet to come. Use sport as your driver and a way to keep that competitive spirit ignited. But don't obsess over it. You've only got so much energy to give. Don't use it all up in one place. It's where you'll meet some of your closest friends. Make sure you cherish that time you have with them. You're now a qualified physical education biology teacher, yet you aren't sure what you're going to do next. The only way you'll ever know is to get out there and just have a go. It will serve its purpose in many ways, but teaching in schools is not your final destination. But embrace the structure it provides and the familiar environment, and get ready to feel that entrepreneurial spirit when it takes hold. Because once it's there will be no limit to what you can achieve. The only limit will be from you. Don't be scared of failure or what other people think of your failures. The power that we have is to believe in ourselves, and if we don't believe in ourselves, no one else will. So show the world that you have that belief, even when it's so hard to find it. You are always going to feel most at home when you're a part of a team, especially leading a team. That is definitely your happy place, as an athlete and in life. Your performance and what you do out there is only a small part of it. The thing that you relish the most, that reinvigorates you all the time, that gives you so much more energy, is when you're leading others and you can support and give back. You need to own that space. Remember, leadership isn't about being the loudest person or having the most opinions in the room. You'll be surrounded by so many amazing leaders. It's up to you to decide the good values that you take from them. The values that you learn are not great from those leaders that potentially didn't inspire you as much. And make sure that you just add all the good ones, the ones that made you feel the best, to your leadership toolkit. Forget about comparing yourself to others. You will never have the same body. You will never look the same. You will never play the way other people do. You will never follow the same path as somebody else. And that is actually a great thing that we all need to embrace. And guess what? You're never hiding anywhere. You're 6'2". Own it. Wear heels whenever you want to wear heels. Use it to your advantage in sport. Use it to your advantage in life. Because the day you learn to embrace it is the day it all starts. Being successful isn't your aim. It's discovering, learning, and exploring that will fuel you the most. You'll eventually achieve what you want to in sport. You'll win the gold medals. You'll get the premierships. But what you'll work out pretty quickly is it's more what you learn mentally about yourself that will make you a better person. If you have a choice out of glass half full or glass half empty, choose half full. You love being around the optimists, the dreamers, and the doers of the world. Be grateful for those people in your life. They are the ones that will always fuel you. They're the ones you always need to go back to. Live in the moment as much as you can, and always take time to stop and appreciate what you've achieved. Understand that when you are down and out, you actually have the power to change that feeling. Think about the things that you love and always revert back to them, whether it's listening to music, being near the water, being outside, living a healthy lifestyle. You have the power to choose these things when you're feeling like you need something else the most. Say yes to the things that scare you, things that you may be intimidated by, or the things that cause you the most stress. Some of your best opportunities are going to come from those moments where the courage to say yes is harder than anything else. But do it because you'll be okay. You will learn to trust your gut the older you get, because sometimes that's the only little signal that we have that we know when we're on the right path. Communication is the key, so is building strong relationships. You'll learn from people. Make sure you listen to them. Everybody has a story, no matter what they do, and we can all learn so much from that. Retiring as an athlete will be tough in some ways, but it will open up your vision to amazing opportunities that you couldn't see beforehand. It's often spoken about in a negative context, but walk away from the sport being grateful for what it gave you, work hard to leave it in a better place than you found it, and always find ways to give back. You wouldn't be the person you are today without your sport. Always find ways to laugh about yourself or laugh at yourself, laugh with other people. Always seek out the next adventure. You like being different to most and finding the adrenaline rush that pushes you mentally and physically, just like being an athlete. The block will happen. I know you want it to. It will change and challenge you in so many ways. You've never had so many doubters question whether you should ever do something like that. A reality TV show, who would have thought? But for me, you've got to back yourself. It will be one of the best years of your life. And it was. It's quite reflective writing this whole thing down, but I encourage you all, when you've got a chance over the next couple of weeks, to do it on what you've achieved so far. Because you've all put in so much work, I'm sure you've learnt so much along the way, and you often forget it unless you take the time to think about it. I want to congratulate everyone who is graduating today for getting through, for setting yourself up in the best way possible so you can go out there and do whatever is next. Don't we all wish we knew what was next? But don't forget, if we did know, we would never let ourselves dream about the possibilities. Every single day is an opportunity. Get ready for the roller coaster, the good and the bad. Your path will look completely different to the person next to you. And that is okay. It's your adventure. So get ready by surrounding yourself with great people. Trust your gut. Do what makes you feel good. Say yes to more things that scare you and spread that positive energy everywhere you go. Congratulations to everybody here today. Thank you to Victoria University. I'm truly honoured, and you're all now free. Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. I now invite our valedictorian, Brendan Akid, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Brendan graduated today with a Bachelor of Information Technology and achieved a GPA of 6.7. Brendan has obtained a cadetship at Defence Science and Technology Group. His interests of playing, writing and listening to music, travelling and being a father to his 18-month-old son. Please welcome Brendan Akid.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Council members, distinguished guests, academics, teaching staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. I'd like to start by congratulating all students here for successfully graduating. Completing an academic degree is a huge achievement and you should all be extremely proud of what you've accomplished. I'd also like to congratulate all the family and friends of the graduates for being there for us over the last 3 years, while we undertook the many challenges that accompany studying. Your kindness and encouragement during stressful exam periods was particularly valued. To all the lecturers and staff, thank you for your time, guidance and patience. You've all encouraged us to succeed in our pursuit of a higher education, and today you can see the fruits of your labour, so thank you. So I'm the first in my immediate family to finish a degree, but it's taken me 15 years to get here, from a high school dropout to valedictorian. So I'd like to backtrack to the year 2001. I was 16 with a full head of hair, was going through a punk grunge phase. I knew everything without knowing anything at all, which resulted in me dropping out of high school. Fortunately, it didn't take that long to realise I made a big mistake, and a few months later I went back to finish my VCE. So 2 years later, not any closer to knowing what I wanted to do, I fell into a plastering apprenticeship. I nearly threw in the trowel numerous times, but both my father and grandfather persuaded me to keep going and get the qualification. So the money was terrible, the days were long, and the work was hard, but there were many valuable lessons learned along the way. So why am I here? Music has always been a huge part of my life. I played drums all the way through high school, I switched to guitar and vocals, and the last 5 years I've been playing bass guitar in a few Melbourne bands. So back in May 2014, I had a motorbike accident and shattered my collarbone into multiple fragments. I remember a week later, when my bones had semi-fused, being lifted onto the operating table and having my arm forced into a position that instantly broke those bones again. This all happened 2 weeks before my band's EP launch that I'd spent many months organising and was now unable to play. I was also unable to continue the physical aspects of my plastering job for the best part of 6 months. So that accident for me was a blessing in disguise. It allowed me to take a step back and assess where I wanted to be 2 to 5 to 10 years from now. When I decided to go to university as a mature age student but hadn't studied since 2003, I can't describe my anxiety, fear and self-doubt. I thought that I wasn't smart enough to be here. I asked myself, what are you doing here? You're just a tradie. I gave myself 6 months and then depending on the results, I'd reassess whether or not I'd continue. So that was 3 years ago, and now I can't imagine not having achieved this goal. So in addition to full-time studying, my partner Rochelle and I have bought and renovated a house and welcomed our beautiful son River into the world. So how did I find time to start a family and finish my university degree? Easy. It took sacrifice, hard work, time management, repetition, patience, and most importantly, strong coffee. So I'm currently employed, and for the next few years, I'll be doing a cadetship with Defence Science Technology, while also continuing my studies towards a master's degree. I'm really grateful for Victoria University's mentoring program that linked me with a mentor at IBM, which ultimately helped me gain my position at DSTG. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a few people who, without their support, I wouldn't be standing here and wouldn't have been able to complete this degree. So thanks to my parents for raising me, your unwavering support and belief in me. Thanks to my mother-in-law, Karen, for babysitting and everything you do for us. Thanks to my son, River, for grounding me and showing me what is important in life. To my partner, Rochelle, you pushed me to try when my self-doubt was overwhelming. You supported me in every aspect through this degree, and I wouldn't be up here now without your love and support through this journey. Last but not least, thank you to Victoria University for taking a chance on me when no one else would. Thank you.
Thank you, Brendan. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Peter Dawkins, AO, to read the charge to our new graduates.
Chancellor, can I ask all of the new graduates to stand, please? First of all, let me add my congratulations to you all, and now I'm going to read our charge to the graduates. I charge you as graduates of Victoria University to uphold our commitment to excellence in the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities in your chosen occupations and industries and in your further studies. To engagement by the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities for the benefit of local and global communities. And to access, along with equity and respect, by the way you connect with people from diverse countries, cultures, socioeconomic and educational backgrounds. Let it be known that you are now a graduate of Victoria University. defined by a commitment to excellence, engagement and access in everything you do. I charge you to make a difference to the world by modelling these values and behaviours and by being courageous in the way you play your part in solving problems in your work and in the broader community. And well done again. Thank you.
Please be seated. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. I would now like to welcome back our Chancellor, Mr. George Pappas AO, to offer his final congratulations.
Thank you again, Naomi. I think, as you all realise, we're getting towards the end of our ceremony, or should I say, our celebration. And congratulations and thank you to all of you for making this such a wonderful celebration. You can see how important these graduation ceremonies are for us at VU, because we share in the success that our graduates have. And when I hear stories such as Daniel's of hard work, achievement, commitment from all the very talented people who come through university, it makes me feel that VU is doing its job of being the university that gives people the opportunity to succeed, and that's why we call ourselves the University of Opportunity and Success. So again, congratulations to all of you who've received your awards today. You've been very good, I've got to say, at the main task we've given you, which is standing up and sitting down. Now I'm going to ask you, graduates, to remain seated, but I'm going to ask everybody else, all of the family, the friends, supporters, please, everybody else, stand up, staff, because we're going to give our graduates a standing ovation to say congratulations on your great achievements. Congratulations. You may resume your seats. Thank you.
Chancellor, that brings to a close the formal proceedings of this graduation ceremony. Yeah. On behalf of the Chancellor, I extend an invitation to all graduates and guests to join him and the university procession in the view, which is on level 4 for refreshments. For safety reasons, I ask guests to remain in their places until the university procession and the new graduates have left the atrium. Guests will then be invited to leave once the procession and graduates have departed. Would everyone now please stand?